Hello everyone, today we will see model and frequency response analysis of a plate in ANSYS Workbench. This is the carry forward part of tutorial number 31. So those who are new in this particular video, please check the tutorial 31. I already provided in the description the link of that video. So we'll see what is the frequency response analysis. So basically dynamic analysis is if we divide it into some steps, then the first step is a model analysis. What exactly model analysis did for us, we'll see in the brief. Model analysis help us to identify various modes of vibration as well as the frequency at which those modes are created. Model analysis help us to calculate the natural frequencies of the system, so we know which frequency can be destructive and dangerous for systems that causes resonance. So using the model analysis we find out the natural frequencies, and at that natural frequency we find out the various mode shapes and we decide the which frequency can cause the resonance. In model analysis we need not to apply any external load, but it is very first step in the dynamic analysis we can conclude this thing. So in the second step now we will apply the force, which we will call it as a forced vibration. Here we actually apply the force on the object, and force vibration can be solved by the three methods. First is frequency, that is harmonic response, where we consider as a frequency domain. Then next is a transient response, where we consider as a time domain, and the third is random vibration. Here the force will come at a random way. So these are the three various ways to solve the forced vibration. So today we will see what is the frequency or harmonic response. Frequency or harmonic response analysis calculate the response of an object when load is applied. Frequency response is a steady state response of a linear structure excited at a single frequency. In frequency response analysis of each frequency is solved independently for the applied force. So here we can conclude that the frequencies are generated by the applied force are calculated in the frequency response analysis. Actually means in short term we can conclude that it is giving the response to the forces in terms of frequency. Frequency response can be used for structure which operate continuously at a single speed, or those which changes speed slowly enough so that steady state is maintained. So in short we can conclude here one thing, that this is particular frequency response analysis is for the steady state analysis. So here we can see the results which are come from the frequency response analysis. This is the frequency versus amplitude curve, and from here we can decide the maximum amplitude at which frequency we can get for the applied forces. So we are consider the simple plate. We are carry forward the last same example, but today we will apply the 100 Newton force here, and the input is same structural steel we have considered as a material, and the result from using ANSYS, we want 5 natural frequencies, normal modes, as well as the frequency response for the displacement along the direction of the forces. So we'll see how it works in the ANSYS. So here we are at ANSYS Workbench. Before start this video, if you are new here, you can check the tutorial number 31. The link is provided in the description. So engineering data is structural steel, which is default material. Geometry we have already created. We will not waste our time to creation of in the geometry. You can check the tutorial number 31 for that. And now we will go to the model. See, the module is selected model analysis. So be careful, we are not selected here static structural. So model analysis is created, and now we'll go to the model or the ANSYS mechanical for further process. Now once you come to the ANSYS mechanical, mesh the plate. You can generate the mesh. We will keep it as a simple mesh. If you want a refinement in that, you can go to the sizing, you can give the fine mesh as well and update it. Now once we have the mesh, now go to the model. In model we are inserting the fixed support here. So fixed support is provided. Now ask for the solution. we are targeting to create the first 5 frequencies and the mode shift for this particular boundary condition. And now we'll see the tabular data. We have the tabular data. Select all the frequencies. We have first 6 frequencies and create mode shape results and ask for the solution. See, the first 6 mode shapes are created for different frequencies. We can see the mode shapes here for different frequencies. If we see the 4, it will showing us a different type of mode. At 4, the frequency is 328 Hertz. So at different frequencies it is showing how this particular plate will behave, or how this particular plate shape changes. Now we'll go to the project schematic. Now see the harmonic response in analysis setting. This is the frequency response analysis. Here we will apply the forces and bring this harmonic response, or rather drag this harmonic response and put it into the solution cell. So what we are doing, actually we are providing the model analysis solution to the harmonic response, but when we will try to click on the model, there will be no change. So if we want any changes, or if we want to apply any forces, we go back to the model analysis, where we have created the harmonic response exactly below the model analysis. Now in the harmonic response we have to give some analysis setting, and in analysis setting first we'll see what is the frequency spacing. We are doing in a linear, so it is asking for which range you want your particular frequency response analysis. So it is quite easy for us. Now go to the model solution and see the maximum frequency here. If it is 628 Hertz, so we can, according to that we can decide our analysis setting. So from 0 to say 700 Hertz we have decided the model analysis. So now here we can increase the solution interval as well. Say it is 50, we can give it to the 50. And if we want to apply the damping control option, we can also apply the damping control, means coefficient of damping we can give it, but we'll see in the another example what is the damping coefficient and all this thing. And now apply the forces, insert and force. The fixed support is already taken from the model analysis, so we need not to apply the support again. Apply the forces. We have selected the surface, component, and 100 Newton along the x direction. So we'll apply the force of 100 Newton along the x direction. So we have applied the force here and ask for the solution. One thing you might be worried about, that why we have not applied the fixed support here. The thing is that we have created the fixed support in the model, and actually we have solving for the previous model analysis, so we need not to apply the same thing again. Now today we will see the frequency response for deformation. So in deformation it is asking for the geometry, so we'll select the complete geometry and apply it. It is along the x directional deformation that we want, and ask for the solution. So once we get the frequency response, so from this particular chart, what we got here, this particular plot, this is the frequency versus amplitude plot. And now from here you can clearly see that at this frequency we are getting the maximum amplitude. At maximum amplitude means this is the forced vibration which causes this much of amplitude at this frequency. So from this particular table we can see that the 28 Hertz causing that much of amplitude. So this is the highest amplitude, and while designing the thing we need to take care of that our natural frequency never matches with this forced vibration, otherwise it will create the resonance. So this is the thing which we have seen here. One thing you might be wonder about that, how the we have only applied the 100 Newton force and the frequency ranges from 0 to 700. So how 100 Newton force is creating the 700 hertz frequency? So all these things we will clear in the upcoming videos. So stay tuned with this particular module of model analysis. Here we will see all the details related to the vibrations in the ANSYS. So thank you very much. We'll see another example in next class.